Okay, good afternoon, students. Today we can discuss some problems from free fall equations concept, and your tomorrow's syllabus is from problem number 1 to 42. So now today I want to teach problem number 28. So 28th problem you see, students, a parachutist drops freely from an aeroplane. So drops freely from an aeroplane for 10 seconds, and then the parachute opens out, and after that the parachute opens out, and then he descends with a net retardation of 12 meter per second square. So he is a freely falling person, u is 0 and a is plus g. So since he is coming downward direction, the g value they have given for us 10 meter per second square. If he strikes the ground with a velocity of and from what height he has fallen we don't know. So but finally he is striking the ground. So finally he is striking the ground with a velocity of 20 meters per second. If he strikes the ground with a velocity of 20 meters per second, then the height at which he gets out of the plane. But he has given after 10 seconds from the free fall. So what is that? After 10 seconds. After 10 seconds from free fall. After 10 seconds from the free fall, he descends with a retardation of 12 meters per second square. So he is descending with a retardation of 12 meters per second square. After 10 seconds from the free fall, he descends with a retardation of 12 meters per second square. Then from what height he has fallen? This is the question mark. Okay, students, a parachutist drops from an aeroplane. So initial velocity is 0, a is 10 meters per second square. So in first 10 seconds how much height he has fallen I want to find it. So height fallen in the first 10 seconds. So height fallen in the 10 seconds, it will become half gt square. So height fallen in the 10 seconds means half gt square, then half into g into, so t is 10 seconds 10 square. So we will get half g value, you know. So g value 10. So g by 2, half g means 5. 5 into 10 square, 100. So he falls a height of 500 meters in the first 10 seconds. Okay, students. And similarly, I want velocity after 10 seconds. Velocity after 10 seconds by using the formula v is equal to u plus at. Okay, since initial velocity is equal to 0, so a value g and t value 10, then velocity after 10 seconds will get 10g. Then this v10 value will become 100 meters per second. This is the velocity after 10 seconds, and this is the height fallen after 10 seconds. Okay, students. Then, so his initial velocity is 0, velocity after 10 seconds is 100 meters per second. With this velocity, he falls how much height we want to know. While falling from this velocity, he is getting retarded. So, after 10 seconds from the free fall, retardation you know, velocity after 10 seconds also we know, velocity after 10 seconds also we know, that is 100 meters per second, velocity after 10 seconds, and retardation you know, and final velocity on reaching the ground is 20 meters per second. So 20 meters per second. Now we have to find how much height he has fallen. So what is the height fallen? with this retardation, with this initial velocity, this final velocity and retardation, how much height has fallen I want to know. Then I'll use v square minus u square is equal to 2as formula. So v square is 20. So we will write here 20 square. So v square is 20. So we will write here 20 square. And u square, u is 100. 100 square is equal to 2 into retardation is how much? So 12. Height fallen with this retardation h2 I want to know. This is the height fallen for free fall situation. This is the height fallen. And what is the height fallen with this retardation after reaching the ground I want to know h2. Then 20 square. 20 square is 400 and 100 square means it is 10,000. So 10,000 and 12 to the minus 24 is equal to h2. So then this is 10,000 minus 400. 10,000 minus 400 means so 9,000. So how much we have? 9,600 by minus 24 is equal to h2 height. Then minus of minus will become plus. So 9,600 by 24 is equal to what it is h2. Okay students. So then 4 6 are 24, 4 2s are 8, 4 4s are 16. So we have 2,400 by 6, that is equal to h2. Then 6 4s are 24. So we are getting, so h2 we are getting h2 value we are getting 400 meters. So we have to find the final height. We have to find the total height. H is equal to, so what you write? h1 plus h2. So h1 is 500 meters and h2 value is 400 meters. So the total height fallen you will get 900 meters. This is the total height fallen. Okay students. So average velocity of a freely falling body. So how to find the average velocity of free fall body we want to discuss now. Okay. So consider this is an object. So this an object is dropped from this point. An object dropped from this point, and this is the ground I am taking. And total height I am taking. So this is the total height I am taking. Okay students, and this is the point. Initial velocity is equal to 0 and this is the total height. And a value is equal to plus g since it is a free fall body. What is the average velocity while falling h height is a question mark. So then we have the formula for average velocity. So V average is equal to, what is that? Total displacement by total time. So average velocity means total displacement from here to here. That is, you can call from A to G. G is the ground. So G means so ground. Okay students, so then average velocity is equal to total displacement by total time. Total displacement means you are writing h, total time means you are writing t. So and you are writing the average velocity. So then this h value will become half gt square by t. So half gt square by t is called, what is it? Average velocity. So then the t square and this gets cancelled. Then what will you get? Half gt is equal to v average. Okay students. So then average velocity value you are getting half gt, means if they gives the value of t, you can find the average velocity. See, it has fallen from here, and you know for a freely falling body h is equal to half gt square after the time of t seconds. So displacement will become the height, and this height it has fallen in the time of t seconds, so half gt square by t. This and this gets cancelled, you are getting half gt. So otherwise the same average velocity. Okay, so now see, for example, this is the free fall object. It is taking 5 seconds to reach the ground. So this is the object. It is taking, so what is it? 5 seconds to reach the ground. So then average velocity I am asking. What is students? So means average velocity formula we got it in terms of times is half gt. Means this half g is constant. So average velocity is directly proportional to time only. So more is the time, more is the average velocity. So here the time I have given 5 seconds for you. So that's why average velocity you are writing half g into half g and t. So this half g value, how much you know? 5. 5 into no need of t square also. 5 seconds I have given for you. So the time I have given 5 seconds, then half gt. So then this is, what is this? So then you can calculate average velocity like this. See students, we got the formula of average velocity. How much? So we got the formula for average velocity is V average. Average velocity is equal to half g t, you got it. Okay, so I want average velocity after 5 seconds. So average velocity after 5 seconds means, so 1 by 2g, this value will become 5. I asked after 5 seconds. So then into 5 you do it. So 5 into 5 it will become, so 5 into 5 it will become 25. So average velocity is 25 meters per second. Okay students, otherwise the same average velocity, the formula is this one, you know, it has fallen h height. It has fallen h height in the time of t seconds. The same average velocity we can express like this also. So V average is equal to, so we are writing h by t. So h write it as h only, t write it root over 2h by z. Write the value of t as a root over 2h by z. Then V average is equal to h into root g by root 2 into root h. Then this h you can write root h into root h. So that h you can write root h into root h into what you write root g by root 2 into root h. Then root h gets cancelled. Then V average you will get, V average is equal to h into z, hz. So you will get h into z, root hz you will get by root 2. Then average velocity you can calculate in terms of, so average velocity will become root hz by 2 you are getting for a freely falling body. That is also one formula. Okay students, for example, so V average is like this. So V average is equal to root gh, complete root we have, root gh by 2 is the formula we have. Okay students, the velocity of an object on reaching the ground, average velocity of an object I have given. So means here you will see the number of variables we have. One is the average velocity, and another one is the g, and another one is the h. If any two quantities are given, you can calculate the third quantity. The thing is, you should write the respective data what is given in the problem and which one you have to calculate, put a question mark for that. Then think respective formula or try to derive the formula for that and you substitute in that, you will get. So what quantities you have, which one you have to calculate, you see students. Then convert our formula into the given quantities. Convert our formula into the given quantities and go for solution, you will get answer. Okay, so now we have here three things. V average, G and H. For example, average velocity of a freely falling body I have given 7 meters per second. So average velocity of an object, freely falling object I have given 7 meters per second. So V average is 7 meters per second. And G value you have 9.8 and height I am asking. An object has fallen certain height but during the fall it gained an average velocity of 7 meters per second. So then find the height I have asked. So then this is the formula for average velocity. So G into H, G value 9.8 into H by 2. Okay students, so then squaring on both sides. So you just do the squaring on both sides. Then if you square it 7 square, you will get 49. So then here, what do we have? Square and root gets cancelled. 9.8 into H by 2. Okay students. Then 2 into 49. So 49 into 2 by 9.8 is equal to what? H. Okay. So 49 into 2, 98. 9.8 times 98 means it has fallen from a height of 10 meters. It must have fallen from a height of 10 meters. They can give you. Otherwise, see students. So next one, what has given? Average velocity formula we know. So V average. So V average is equal to what do we have students? GH by 2 we have. So average velocity of a freely falling object. It is falling freely. Average velocity of a freely falling object I have given 9.8 meters per second. 9.8 meters per second on reaching the ground. Okay. Find the height. Question mark I am asking the height. So it is 9.8 meters per second and this G value is take 9.8 into H, that we have to find it, and root T. Now squaring on both sides. So squaring on both sides. You square this, what will happen? 9.8 into 9.8 and square and root gets cancelled here. So you can have a 9.8 into H by 2. And this 9.8 and 9.8 gets cancelled. So what is left students? 9.8. So 9.8 and H by 2. So then do multiplication. Then H is equal to 2 into 9.8. We will get 19.6 meters. Is the height fallen when it gains an average velocity of 9.8 meter per second. Like this you can do average velocity problem. Okay students, see problem number 23. So what is problem number 23? You see students, a splash is heard 5.35 seconds after a stone is dropped into a well 122.5 meters deep. So a splash is heard 5.35 seconds. 5.35 seconds after a stone dropped into a well that is 122.5 meters deep. The velocity of sound in air is. Okay students. So what is given, you see students. So, and I am mentioning this is the water in the well and we dropped a stone from this point from this point we are dropping a stone. So it is coming and striking the water here. So this is the water and the stone comes and striking here. So and this is our what is this stone? This is our stone. It takes some time to come and hit this water. So that time is t1. And the same that sound wave takes some time to reach the ear of the observer. So means t2. So upward journey time taken is t2, downward journey time taken is t1. The total time is t. So the total time they have given for us, t is equal to, a splash is heard 5.35 seconds after the stone dropped into a well. So that is what, 5.35 seconds. 5.35 seconds after the stone dropped into a well. And the depth of this well is given for us. So the depth of the well, the water depth from the top of the well they have given. So this h value they gave for us 122.5 meters. So stone dropped into a well 122.5 meters deep. The velocity of sound in air is. Then what is the velocity of sound in air they are asking. Okay students. We know the depth of the well 122.5. So from here the stone is dropped. How much time it takes for the downward journey we will come to know. The t is equal to root over 2h by z. So this is the t1. t1 is equal to root over 2h by z. Then 2 into h value is how much? 122.5. So h value is 122.5. By g value we will write 9.8. Okay, then we will get t1. t1 is equal to, if you cut with 2, 4.9. So then we will get t1. t1 is equal to 122.5 by 4.9. So under root. Then we will get the value of t1. So then we will get the value of t1. So if you multiply with 10, it will become 1225 by 49 and whole root. This 1225. So its perfect root is 35. 1225. Its root is 35. And 49 root is 7. Then t1 you will get 7 5s, you will get 5 seconds is the time taken to reach the surface of the water. Okay, we are getting t1 5 seconds. Then we have to find t2. So t2 means, so here the sound is produced. That sound travels the same height h and reaches the ear of the observer. So then time is equal to distance h height, and there is a velocity of sound in air. You have to write velocity of sound in air. Then t2 is equal to, okay students, velocity of sound in air only we have to find it. So we have to calculate velocity of sound in air. Velocity of sound in air is equal to distance travelled by the sound. The sound travels h height. So in the time of t2 seconds. Total time they have given for us 5.35. t1 we want t1 we got it 5 seconds. Then t2 we will get, t2 value we will get 0.35 seconds. Okay students. So then velocity of sound in air I want to calculate. Velocity of sound in air is equal to total height, how much we have, 122.5 by t2 time. What can you write? 0.35. So then velocity of sound in air. Velocity of sound in air is velocity of sound in air. After the decimal I have 2 digits. So I'm multiplying with 100 and dividing with 100. While multiplying with 100, 12250 by 35. Okay, students. Then we know that 35 is a, so if you cut it you will get 350. So velocity of sound in air you are getting 350 meters per second. This is the velocity of sound in air. Okay, see students, problem number 41. Problem number 41. A body falling for 2 seconds covers a distance s. So he did not mention it is a freely falling body. So we have to take u is not equal to 0. So u is not equal to 0. A body falling for 2 seconds covers a distance s. A body falling for 2 seconds covers a distance s. Distance covered in the 2 seconds. Height fallen in the 2 seconds I want to write it. So that is equal to u into t plus half g t square. Okay, and this distance is equal to the so this is height h2 is equal to, this is for 2 seconds I want to write it. I'll get 2u plus half g, I'm taking 5 into t square means I'm writing so 2 square. So then we will get h2 is equal to 2u plus 5 into 2 square value 4. Then h2 is equal to 2u plus 20. So this is the height fallen for 2 seconds. It is the height fallen for 2 seconds or the distance travelled for 2 seconds, which is equal to the distance travelled in the next second they are telling. Distance travelled in the next second means that is the third second. So give equation number 1 for this, and distance travelled in the third second I want, that is u plus, so g by 2 into 2n minus 1. This is equation number so 2. Okay students. And according to the data, equation 1 and 2 are equal. So it is for 3 seconds we should write it, that is in the next second means third second. So u plus g by 2 into 2n minus 1. N value 3 into 2, 6 minus 1, 5. So this is equation number 2, you take it. So according to the condition 1 and 2 are equal. Since 1 is equal to 2, so 1 and 2 are equal. 2u plus 20, write it. 2u plus 20 is equal to, what will I get here? U plus g by 2, its value is 5. 5 into 5, 25. Okay. Then 2u minus u is equal to, so 2u minus u is equal to, you will get 25 minus 20. Then u is equal to 5 meters per second, you got it. So then what is the height they are asking? Question mark is height they are asking. So I'll write h2 is equal to, h2 I want to find it. h2 is equal to 2u plus 20. 2u plus 20. 2 into u value 5 plus 20. 5 2s are 10. So then this is the height h2. So we will get h2 is equal to 10 plus 20. You will get 30 meters is the answer we will get. So what is the height fallen in the first 2 seconds means 30 meters, or in the third second also you will get 30 meters.